Hello, my name is Mr. Wilke, and I'm here by myself. It's an empty classroom. Look, this is the emptiest my classroom has ever been. There's the desks. Empty, empty, empty. Clash of Titans poster. Clash of Titans lobby cards. Zeus. All right. And me. All right, so we're learning something. Oh, chapter 12, review. Let's learn the chapter 12 review. So we have 7 multiple choice questions, 3 free response questions. Let's talk about what's on the test so we know and we know what to study. Start it off. Number one, I will ask you about the smallest in. How do we find the smallest in? Well, margin of error equals what? That's right. Margin of error equals Z star times root PQ over N. You'll notice that Q is 1 minus P. It's the same thing. There we go. So if we plug in for whatever the margin of error is, find Z star, we know P. If we don't know P, that's okay. What do we use for P? 0.5 is correct. Well done. Good. Why do we use 0.5? That's right, because it maximizes everything. Excellent. You guys are great at this. Okay, so solve for N. Okay, easy. Good. Number 2. Standard error. How do we find the standard error? That's right. It's right there. It's just... Except one thing's different. What's different? Those become p hats. Good. Okay. Number 3. What are the conditions? Random. Good. Perfect. What else? That's right. In P, in 1 minus P, greater than or equal to 10. Anything else? Population has to be at least 10 times the sample size. Wonderful. Okay? Look through those, figure them out, which one or more or less are violated. All right, number 4. Okay, so interpret the confidence interval. If I said something like, we are 95% confident that what, 7 to 13% of the population is left-handed. Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean that the probability somebody's left-handed is between 7 and 13%? Not quite, right? What are we doing? We're performing a test that's going to capture the true proportion 95% of the time. Okay? Makes sense? See the difference? Let's hope. Good. All right, moving on. What happens if we change the population or the sample size? Well, let's think about it. What happens if we change the population size as long as population is more than 10 times the sample size? The standard deviation does not change. So if we're looking at a confidence interval for, say, all of San Mateo versus all of the United States, our sample size is what matters, the population size doesn't. Now, if I double the sample size, what happens? No, it doesn't get smaller by a half, it gets smaller by 1 over root 2. Good, okay, perfect. Number 6. Sorry, it's a long problem. You're gonna have to read. It happens, do it. So anyway, we should be able to figure out, basically you're gonna have to do some sort of hypothesis test. Are you gonna reject, are you gonna fail to reject, where are you gonna reject, that sort of thing. Okay, did you make a type 2 error, a type 1 error? All things you should know, you'll be fine. All right, read a lot, draw a conclusion. Good luck. Number 7. Find the p-value. Okay, you know how to do that? Yes, good. All right, do we remember what the p-value is? That's right, the p-value is how likely the probability of getting a sample proportion that far away if h naught was true. Okay, that far away from p naught if h naught was true. Perfect, well done. All right, let's go to any questions? No? Good. Okay. Excellent. So much easier when nobody's here. No one ever asks questions. All right. Let's go on to the free response. So, number 8. Smallest n assuming p hat. So I'm going to give you, we think it's this. What's the smallest n you need to get this margin of error? We know how to do that? Yes, good. Remember what we do when we don't know p hat, what do we use? That's exactly right, good job. Okay. It was 0.5. All right, number 9. Inference. Number 10 is also inference. So here's what we're going to have. We're going to have three inference problems for number 9 and 10. You have to use the 4-step inference. There will be at least one confidence interval, at least one hypothesis test. For 2 prop z. So 1 2 prop z interval, 1 2 prop z test, and then there will be 1 1 prop z interval or test. Okay? And maybe a follow-up type question, or maybe I'll ask for x given n and p hat. Do we remember what x has to be? What does x have to be? No? No, it doesn't. No. Okay. X has to be, that's right, it has to be a whole number, integer, counting number technically, since it better be positive, right? We're not going to have x is 0. But anyway, it better be some sort of whole number, okay? Any questions about the test? We're good? You ready? Let's hope so. Good luck, study. You guys got the review assignment already, so we're good. Thanks for coming.